Today I'm doing a 100-hour update on our LS tractor MT3 series, the MT342. There's that beautiful tractor right there with the LL4106 loader. It's so weird how they do this. Get the names of the tractors way down on the hood under there, hidden behind everything else. So whenever somebody looks at these and goes, oh, I want to look at that LL4106 loader. And they only put one loader on the tractors. I don't know why companies do that. Also, the nomenclature is weird, but yeah, we're not doing that kind of marketing talk today. Just want to talk to you about the tractor, how it's done over 100 hours. Actually, we just hit 110, but I've been working every night after work digging a big drainage ditch because at about hour 90, we bought this backhoe. And man, this backhoe's stinking awesome. We'll get to that as well. I'm tickled pink by it. If you can justify the purchase of a backhoe because you have enough jobs to do with it over the next, say, 10 years. Let's say you got, I don't know, 10 jobs over the next 10 years, it's worth every nickel. 5 jobs over the next 10 years, you probably break even, you know, versus renting something. I think it's worth every nickel, though. We got a lot of drainage to dig out here. That's what we've been doing for the last 20 hours with it. It's been a rock star. But first, let's talk about the tractor, then we'll get into first impressions on that backhoe. So the tractor is filthy right now. That's something we love to see, is a filthy tractor. But it has been putting up with a lot of stuff. I'm gonna just shoot right off with a couple things I found on the tractor that kind of get under my skin a little bit. They're minor grouches, though. I haven't had any breakdowns in 110 hours. I'm gonna open the hood here. Okay, so that's something I don't love. You gotta like jimmy this hood around that grill guard, and the grill guard doesn't really guard the grill. It's open in the middle. At our shop, the guys actually started filling in here with something. I think I'm gonna do that because it'd be real easy for a stick to come through and pop right through. So in maintaining the machine, which is very easy, you don't have to take stuff apart to maintain it, but I have noticed a couple things. First of all, when going into the air filter, it's right here. It's very convenient to get to. Clip, but there's another clip back here, and you can't see it, but it's interfered. It's actually not clipped right now because there's interference with this plastic shroud here. Interferes with it, so I can't get that thing clipped. I've been trying this morning after checking the air filter. Yeah, because it's a hard plastic on there and it interferes with this guy. So it's just a clearance issue, but really annoying to me. I want to be able to clip this air cleaner closed. So look at how hard I'm trying. Oh, that's a look of pain. Do you see that? Let's pinch my finger. Oh, okay, we got it clipped in. That's a pain in the neck. There's little clearance issues here. Again, nothing big, just something you should be aware of, you know, so it doesn't surprise you. Thing number 2 that kind of surprised me, today I was checking to make sure there's no water in the fuel filter here. That's the fuel filter. And the way we do that is, let's see. Let's get you in here. This little guy. Oops, here. There you go. Great camera work. That guy, you can twist to the left and it'll drain out any water that's in there. So that's kind of cool, but it's sitting right on top of everything, so you get diesel everywhere, which is kind of bad. And then also this wire here, if you look at it right now, it's twisted. It's twisted when you tighten it, and it's supposed to kind of, I guess it kind of untwists while you loosen it. And it's attached to this guy, you know, which goes up into your main wiring harness. So that wire's going to break. That's just what's going to happen. And I had a couple people buy these, and I didn't know why. Well, that's why, because this wire attached to the bottom of this drain port twists. It gets all twisted up and breaks. So that's not the best. You're probably going to want to buy an extra one of those. Again, not the end of the world by any means, but whatever. We're trying to find things we don't like about the tractor in order to be fair. And yeah, I'm a dealer for these guys, so I don't want to just, you know, polish their apples, so to speak. I want to be real with things that annoy me about the tractor, and then we could also talk about the good things. Continuing on, the oil level dipstick is here. I always have trouble finding it. I wish it was bright yellow, so I'm going to paint that. Small complaint, but whatever. And the oil goes in right here, but the oil filter is on the other side. I don't know, I think that's goofy for some reason. In the cab, everything's been going awesome. I did think that I broke the handle here at one point for the parking brake. See how that button's all the way squashed in there now? And you can't push it. It's because this handle just slides on and off. So every now and then I gotta slide the handle back on. So I don't know, that could be glued on or something, because it makes it hard to push that button when it slides forward. Small complaint, whatever. Suspension seat, I really do like it. You can increase the tension by spinning it to the right. The tension's all the way up. I'm a big fat man. I bottom that seat out still. So I don't know. Woe is me. I guess I should lose some weight, but it is what it is, man. You know, that's maybe they could put bigger air thingies in there. Anything else that I want to complain about on this tractor? Let's find something good. Man, I got nothing. This thing's been dynamite. We've been doing a lot of rock like this. This is actually 2 to 3 rock. Really heavy, pain in the neck to scoop. It just doesn't love scooping. This bucket has done a dynamite job with it. We did put a cutting edge on it. The loader lifts it no problem. This is a 42 horse tractor, and it's a large frame. It's a little bit underpowered overall, which we purchased it that way on purpose. We figured we could save some money on power and put that money towards implements instead. That was the goal. It was an economic choice. We don't need a ton of power, but I will say I'm always operating in low range because it's kind of hilly here. Medium, I don't know, I feel like the thing underperforms in medium. High range, can't use it out here. I can use it when going to the gas station, and that's about it. High range, completely unusable if you're not on a flat or downward sloping terrain. Medium, you can kind of use a bit, but I feel like it kind of bogs out when you're under load, like going into a load of gravel or something. I mean, even low range kind of does, and low range is very slow. So this is a slow tractor. If you're doing tillage, if you're disking, something like that, where you do need to maintain a speed. If you're doing hay, don't get the 42. Get the 47 at a minimum. Probably get the 52. I think they're still making a 52 or the 57. Dude, the 357 is an absolute beast. So that's just a recommendation if you're looking at the MT3 series. If you can spend the extra couple $1,000 to get the higher power because you need more speed for your application, don't even second guess yourself. Get the higher horsepower. It makes sense. For us, we just needed a big loader and basically use this thing as a glorified lawnmower. So we don't need speed. It's fine. Just go out there, be slow, be careful. We haven't gotten stuck because of a lack of speed and power. I think it's actually helped us not get stuck because we're not getting extreme wheel spin. It's really muddy out here, so that was another consideration. I thought maybe it'd be good to be higher weight, lower power, so we got to kind of finesse our way through stuff instead of needlessly spinning our wheels constantly because of high horsepower. So that's something to think about as well. All right, so that's that. And also canopy. Spend your money on a canopy. This thing saved my bacon. I had a tree I went under, tree branch came down, exploded on my head. It would have knocked me out at best and give me brain damage at worst. That thing saved my butt. It's not supposed to be a safety item, but whatever, it worked as one. So that's pretty cool. Let's just do a brief first look at this backhoe. I've been using it for, I think, about 20 hours. And I'll do a full review on it. I'm going to go pop some stumps and do some other stuff. And we'll see how that goes. So this backhoe, it's made to do, I think, an 8.5 foot flat bottom trench. Operator station, pretty common for these style backhoes. It sits on a subframe, so this frame runs all the way up to the front of the tractor here. That really helps for digging for us. This is a very heavy tractor, so when we put that bucket in the ground and want to act against the ground, the weight of the tractor helps us dig. On this particular backhoe, and I'm avoiding talking about the model name on it because I forgot it. It runs larger pins here, which I like, so we're not going to have bent pins in the future. This particular bucket's a 24-inch bucket, which is great for the trenches we're doing. I also got a 12. LS right now is not for this particular model. This is their largest model backhoe. They're not providing a 9-inch or trenching bucket for it right now, which I think is a mistake. They should. A lot of people want to go out and just dig a shallow or a thin trench. We don't need a huge bucket. But yeah, they make 12, 18, 16, 24-inch buckets for this. We picked up a 24 and a 12, which will suit our needs for if you want to put a mechanical thumb on in the future. There's already a hole there, which is pretty cool. So you can attach a thumb, and then the thumb goes through that pin as well. And so it's a mechanical style thumb. I wanted one, we ran out, so we'll get one coming and try that out. Dirt pads, these are a must. You can get those from LS. Oh, here it is. This is an LB 3100. So that's their biggest model that they make. What else can we say? I don't know. It's worked well so far. It's definitely a tractor backhoe. It's not an excavator by any means. You know, when you're using your controls here, one of your controls will dominate the other one. So if we're trying to do two functions at once, you got to be really light on this one and really gorilla this one to make it do the two functions smoothly at the same time, which I found is kind of normal for tractor backhoes in the few I've operated. The outriggers are really touchy when you're running your RPMs up, which you got to do. And these locks, you know, to keep them, these transport locks, these are really heavy duty, but you can see I've already bent this bolt because I accidentally put a little bit of pressure on it by trying to make it go down without releasing this. And I've also seen these bust off, so be really careful. Other than that, it's a pleasure to use. Pretty good line of sight when you're digging. You know, here's what it's like up in the operator station. So there we go, all the controls right there. I've got, you can't really see my whole body, but I've got, is that doing it? We're doing some real fancy camera work. I've got enough room here. I've whacked my knees with these outriggers by having my legs out here pretty far, so keep them within the operator platform area for your feet for sure. Everything's open here with these controls. There's no fancy rubber stuff. Honestly, probably just a cost-saving thing. I don't see that being a problem, but we do get a lot of rain out here. I guess you could see if you have a leak anywhere. But yeah, that's the view from the backhoe. So I'm gonna get to work in here, start playing with the backhoe more, and see if we can get stuff done. Oh, look who's coming. Little busted barn cat. What's up, little busted? Little busted just adopted us. She's letting us touch her a little bit, letting us feed her. So she's been through some things, I think. Anyway, so that's my thoughts at 100 hours on this LS MT342. Again, been a dynamite tractor. It's done everything we've asked for. Some small gripes along the way. But I think at this point, if that's all I could be picky about, I'm thrilled. Everybody loves this tractor who's operated it. My customers who've bought them have been thrilled with them. So LS is doing a really spectacular job in this size range of a tractor. They're, you know, tiny subcompacts are great, but man, this 3 series size tractor in that 42 to 60-ish horsepower range, absolutely dynamite tractor for the money. Couldn't recommend it more. So yeah, that's my long rambling talk on this tractor. and first look at the backhoe. So we'll do a review on the backhoe soon. All right, guys. Hope you're doing well out there. Be kind to each other. It's still been a rough year. Talk to you soon. Bye.